There is nothing like finding a store, brand, or concept that fits perfectly within our defined concepts of need, want, and pure indulgence. These are the times when life is good. But there comes a day when that need, want, or itch for indulgence needs to be scratched, and that once remedy is no more, a figment, a memory that becomes an outdated relic of the past. Welcome back to our channel Luxury Grid. In this video, we highlight 10 big name brands that disappeared. Number 10. You remember Vine, right? The social media platform that charged creativity by allowing you only 6 seconds to shine. Vine was a short-lived but beloved video making app that took the internet by storm in the early 2010s. The app let users make creative videos that looped over and over, usually to hilarious effect. Vine caught the eye of the then struggling Twitter and was purchased by them in 2012 for $30 million. The merger made it easier for users to shoot and share videos on the social media platform. Many other social media platforms began to offer video services like Vine's, specifically Instagram, which also gave creators a longer time limit on videos. Perhaps as a result, Vine usership plummeted, and Twitter shut the Vine platform down in 2016, forcing their popular stars to head to YouTube and Instagram. Number 9. Pier 1 Imports. Originally based in Fort Worth, Texas, the home goods retailer operated over 1,000 stores throughout the nation. The retailer stocked fun, creative, on-trend home furniture and decor via imports from artisans worldwide. Unlike many of the other companies that folded in 2020, Pier 1 Imports was already on its way out long before the COVID-19 pandemic. The home goods retailer filed for bankruptcy in 2020 following 9 straight quarters of declining sales. A few months later, Pier 1 decided to cease all operations and liquidate its assets. But all is not lost, as the once popular furniture store has made a comeback, but this time appropriate to today's economic climate as an online-only retailer in 2021. Number 8. Borders. Borders was an American multinational book retailer based in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Borders was the only major book retailer that was almost completely dependent on people getting in their car, going to their store, and purchasing a physical book. During the height of the company, it once employed over 19,000 people nationally. As Amazon expanded far beyond its initial aim of selling books through the internet, brick-and-mortar booksellers like Borders struggled to keep up. While Borders' competitor Barnes & Noble launched its own ebook reader, to which Borders responded with its own Kobo digital reader, but it was far too late following the release of the Kindle and the iPad. Borders failed to adapt to shifts in customer preferences, and due to the lack of diversification, was limited on revenue-generating concepts and went bankrupt in 2011. The company had nearly $1.3 billion in debt, exceeding the total value of its assets. Number 7. Ringling Bros and Barnum & Bailey Circus. For nearly 150 years, Ringling Bros and Barnum & Bailey traveled around the country to entertain the masses. Acquired by Field Entertainment in 1967, the circus began losing its popularity over the past few decades. Attendance reportedly dropped as much as 50% since the 1990s. Animal rights activists continuously targeted the circus for its use of wild animals, like elephants, tigers, and bears. Field Entertainment CEO also noted that audiences seemed to be abandoning the circus due to their shortening attention spans and expanding entertainment options. The high costs of moving the show from city to city eventually made the business model unsustainable. The circus performed for the final time in 2017. However, the showrunners have not given up, instead letting the younger members of the circus leadership take a crack at reviving the show. Reportedly, The Greatest Show on Earth will return in the fall of 2023, with acts sourced from around the world, new technology, no animals, and interactive elements to encourage audience participation, according to the owners of Field Entertainment. Number 6. Vertu. Vertu was founded in 1998 by Nokia as a high-end luxury phone maker to be a thought exercise on what if a phone was a luxury status symbol in the same way as a bag, sunglasses, or a car. Vertu phones were often wrapped in jewels and other precious metals, with starting cost over $10,000 for even the most basic of the models. Nokia spun it off in 2012 as a Swedish private equity group that paid over $200 million for Vertu in 2012. The phones were difficult to sell, in part because of the high price point, but also because the technology itself was inferior to other phones in the market. The company struggled over the next few years, noting losses of more than $60 million in 2014. Vertu was then sold to a Hong Kong-based fund in 2015, then to an ousted Turkish businessman in 2017. That year, it was revealed the company had over $130 million in debt and was liquidated under the guidance of Cyprus-based Turkey company Bafferton Ltd. The company now appears to have been revived under Chengdu Virtu Business Management and started making new phones in 2021. Number 5. Compaq. Compaq was once the leading computer company not only in America, but in the world. After its 1982 founding, the company had experienced tremendous growth, and by 1994, it controlled over 10% of the global computer marketplace. At its peak in 2000, Compaq was worth $40 billion. Yet competitors like Dell were able to eat up much of Compaq's market share by selling directly to customers and allowing customization. While Compaq had distribution deals with retailers like Best Buy and Circus City, to which the latter also went out of business. In 2002, Compaq was acquired by HP for $24 billion in a controversial yet contentious merger. HP retired Compaq's name in 2013. Number 4. Toys R Us. Toys R Us was once a corporate juggernaut, controlling a quarter of the world's toy market with nearly 1,500 stores in the 90s. The company sold everything from clothing, toys, and baby products via spin-offs like Kids R Us and Babies R Us. I mean, you can thank the legendary toy store for the renowned Mr. Potato Head and its iconic Jeffrey the Giraffe mascot, which became synonymous with the brand and its advertising campaigns. However, the company's fortunes changed in the 21st century with mounting competition from Walmart and Target. Several private equity firms combined to take Toys R Us private in a $6.6 billion leveraged buyout deal in 2005. The company registered for an IPO in 2010 but withdrew the application in 2013 as sales started to decline. In 2017, Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy with $5 billion worth of debt. The next year, the company announced plans to close all of its 800 or so remaining stores. But not to fret, dear fans, as in August of 2022, Toys R Us announced it was making a comeback by opening in-store shops at Macy's around the country. Number 3. American Apparel. Once a shopping mall staple, there are no more physical American Apparel locations in any of America's malls. At its peak, the company was valued at over $1 billion and once had over $600 million in sales. But the company filed for bankruptcy in 2015 after failing to turn a profit for 6 years. The clothing retailer would file for bankruptcy again just over a year later. American Apparel laid off employees and auctioned off its brand and equipment for just $88 million. It now operates as purely as an online retailer. Number 2. Blockbuster. Even before the advent of the surging popularity of streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime, Blockbuster was struggling. The once ubiquitous video rental store has been in decline since 2004, when it had 9,000 stores worldwide. It wasn't all negative, as the chain was the top video rental company in the US in the early 90s and part of the 2000s. Viacom even bought the chain, taking it public and helping Blockbuster reach that aforementioned 9,000 stores globally. The decision to abandon online service helped doom the company, which filed for bankruptcy way back in 2010. Blockbuster now has just one location in Bend, Oregon, and yes, it is still open. Number 1. Lord & Taylor. Lord & Taylor, which opened in 1826, was considered the oldest department store in the country. The retailer was known for classic merchandise, personal service, and its American Beauty rose symbol. It shut down largely due to COVID-19, but the store suffered from the same issues many department stores and retailers were facing even before the pandemic, including lower foot traffic and declining revenue as online shopping became more common. Lord & Taylor brought in new executive talent who trimmed the store count and updated its product lines. The change helped lift the store's image, but it failed to attract younger customers. Lord & Taylor was sold to an investment firm in 2006 for $1.2 billion. In 2019, fashion rental company Le Tote bought it for around $71 million. The company began liquidating its stores in August after a 195-year run. We hope you enjoyed this video on the 10 big name brands that disappeared. Continue to check back on our channel Luxury Grid for more exciting videos like this. Subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.